All right, let's now cross live to SABC News reporter Mbalenhle Mthethwa, who is now in Newlands. A very good afternoon to you, Mbalenhle, and thanks indeed for joining us. We saw earlier on Dada Morero assuring residents of Coronationville that he will coordinate the process of dispatching water tankers and in coordination, of course, with the ward councillors. But clearly that is not good enough as that meeting collapsed. So what's happening there?
Well, there are some community members that have stayed behind, and we are going to catch up with them just to find out what their views are. So what happens next, ma'am? Does the community of Westbury and all the affected areas continue with the protest action after what has come out of this meeting?
So they did say they are going to continue with the protest because they're not happy with the decision that was made today, where he basically said about 15 tankers that will be going out to the larger community. Remember, we are suffering, it's 2 wards that are suffering with this water crisis, and they just feel that the 15 water tankers is not going to supply enough water to everyone within our communities or to each and every area. So they will be protesting. They say they will be protesting up until the water comes through the taps.
Okay. So now the mayor has said that the water should be back in 7 days. Is that not enough? And for community members, is that not an assurance that the water will be back in 7 days?
You know, suffering with this issue for 5 years, I don't think that they will make a huge difference within 7 days. We don't need a 7 days. 7 days is not going to make a difference because we suffer daily with the water issue. I mentioned it that you cannot even do your basics. You know, it's inhumane, and you cannot cook, you cannot clean, you cannot bath. At the end of the day, 7 days is not enough. We need immediate. We really need that immediate solution because we've been suffering. I mentioned it in say that I'm living in a unit, in a building where there's 60 units, over 100 residents living in that building. And how do you, it's not comfortable. It's not a comfortable position that you are without water. With electricity, you can go out with electricity because there's prime stoves. But with water, it's your basic human right to have water. And water is the source of cooking, cleaning, bathing. It's a number one source that is needed on a daily basis.
Okay. And now, so tell us about, you know, before we went live, you were telling me about life during this protest and the fact that, you know, people have had to, you know, stop going to work. How has life been since the protest action started?
It's been extremely difficult. It's been extremely difficult because now you are being put in a position where you can't go to work because roads are closed off. Yes, let us protest, but be considerate for other residents. We are fighting the same. We are fighting, whether I'm there physically, whether I'm not there physically, but we are fighting, and it's one battle that we're fighting. So what makes it difficult is that now you are unable to go to work or you're unable to come from work because roads are closed. So at the end of the day, we need to be considerate because some people will be losing their jobs. They will be losing their jobs because of the protest, because now they're unable to go to work or they stay off from work, or it's just affecting. I mean, it's also affecting the scholars. It's affecting the scholars.
And with regards to Jojo tanks, some community members have said that they would be open to getting Jojo tanks alongside the 15 water tankers that are going to be sent out. Would that be enough? Would that be enough to stop the protest action for 7 days at least?
Honestly speaking, when it comes to the Jojo tanks, there's 2 challenges that we have. Jojo tanks is it's conducive for us to use because they will have a set where they put it on a place, they come and fill it up. But now as residents, we need to take that responsibility to look after it, because some they will break the pipes, some will throw dirt into it. So we as a resident need to look after these Jojo tanks, and Jojo tanks is a temporary solution. It is a good temporary solution in order for us to basically have the water on a daily basis. So I agree on the Jojo tanks for now. And the 7 days, like I said, they said 7 days. I really honestly hope that there is going to be a huge difference within the 7 days. But the Jojo tanks is a positive. It will make a difference, and it will at least make that small change for us on a daily basis.
Okay. So what happens tomorrow?
They will be protesting. I'm not too sure, because as you can see, with for the 2 weeks they stopped. The protesting used to start at 5 o'clock. So as they said, they will be protesting. But now we as leaders really need to go out and ensure that we encourage the residents to see, let's see the 7 days. Let's give them time for the 7 days. Let's see what they're going to do, what is going to be the impact for us, and then we can take it further. Because protesting tomorrow, the tankers can't even come into our communities, come and supply us with water, which means we'll be sitting without water. So let's be open-minded, let's accept it, let's see how it's going to go and take it from there.
You make a very good point that if the protest action continues, then the water tankers won't be able to make it into the communities. So are you going to be going back to the community members to report back, and what do you think will happen?
I have, honestly speaking to you, like I said to you, that I am a leader in the community, and I definitely want to say to the community, let's give them the 7 days. Let's allow the trucks to come into our communities to supply us with water, because right now we are emotionally, physically and frustrated. But at the end of the day, let's also think for our senior citizens, because they're literally being affected by this on a daily basis. So let's think, let's be open-minded, let's think about it, let's leave the protesting for the 7 days, allow them to come and supply us with water, because right now we don't even have a drop of water within our houses. So give them some time, and let's see ways as to how it's going to happen after those 7 days.
There you have it, community leader speaking to us as to what the way forward is. It's back to you in studio.
Mbalenhle, thank you so much for joining us. Mbalenhle Mthethwa, they are out in Newlands just doing a post-mortem of that ill-fated meeting by Joburg Mayor Dada Morero, and as well as Johannesburg Water and community members that erupted into chaos that saw his security personnel whisking him away to safety after that meeting collapsed. And we don't know for sure whether at this particular point Dada Morero will call another meeting with the community members, but what we know for sure is that residents are still fighting and protesting for a very basic commodity, that is water.